Hello, welcome to my channel, Favorite Readings. I am Kymmy. Today we will be doing the full blood moon eclipse in Taurus reading. Now this is the longest eclipse that has been in 100 years, almost like the century. The eclipse makes it look red, which is why it's called the blood moon. I will be doing this for our water signs. Now that's Cancer, Pisces, as well as Scorpios. Now that could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or North Node, anywhere on your natal placement chart is what it'll be for, as well as our cross watchers or anyone who felt intuitively guided here. There may be a message here for you. Now it's a general reading. There may be, not everything will resonate. If it doesn't, you have free will and your own discernment to decide that. I have intuitively picked out the Sodalite, good for creativity and deep thinking. And some our water signs may be dealing with that. Now today we will be doing a 6-card reading. I'll be using 2 cards from 3 different decks. And for the first deck, we have the Rider-Waite deck, and we'll be pulling 2 cards for our water signs from there. And it's compassion and hardworking I see that our water signs is in, since the usual energy lately. Lots to celebrate. I'm happy to hear that. Congratulations, water signs. I see a lot of you are also very intuitive and in your psychic spiritual awakening. So congratulations on progression in your journey. All right. And so for our next 2 cards, we will be using the Victoria Francis's Oracle deck. Is this ready? Now keep shuffling, keep shuffling, keep shuffling. Thank you, guides, guardians. Ancestors. Our water signs. Great. Let's try this. Sweet. All right. Is it red? 3. And our next and last 2, but certainly not least, we will be using the Fairy Tarot deck by Radleigh Valentine. See a lot of you looking for wise counsel outside of yourself, to reach out for comfort and guidance. And you may be dealing with some turbulence at this time. If you are, wish you best of luck, and may it all turn in your favor. And remember that divine guidance will be in your favor. Also says wise but cautious action, attention to detail, and kindness to others. So remember to be kind to others, even though you may be having a hard time. I know it's difficult, but it shows integrity when you're kind in high stress situations to yourself and others. This is the card that's meant to be out. Nope. They just want you to know that you need to take immediate action, a challenge that you can successfully manage, and a passionate relationship. Seems that our water signs are charming, self-confident, passionate, and a bit restless. Some our water signs may be moving, again, feeling for, and if it's coming up here, Mercury retrograde starts in pick up in December 26th, I believe. So make sure you get all your contracts signed and everything before then. It ends again on January 4th. So that's always nice to know that it's not a very long one. But yeah, make sure you get all your computers backed up and all your leases, read the fine detail if you have to sign during that time. All right. So for our first card is, what does this extra potent lunar energy bringing for our water signs? And we have the Nine of Wands. Now it looks like you need to be defending yourself a little bit, putting up boundaries and stuff like that. So what is bringing for you is, hold on, this supposed to be upright, Spirit, or upside down? No, upright. You're gonna have strength and reserve is what they want you to know with it. Standing your ground and guarding yourself from protection is like protecting your foundation, your livelihood and whatnot, as I was saying. I just wanted to make sure that I was getting the right message here. But yeah, you're gonna have strength and reserve, and you'll be able to make this move. Maybe some of you are feeling doubtful of whether or not you'll be successful in making this move, or even if it's not an actual physical move, but like a business move, like take the next move to go, like getting a feeling you stand your ground and you will be successful and you'll have plenty of strength and reserve. All right. So that's what is going to be bringing. It's going to be bringing you strength and reserve. Some of you may have not been feeling very, and bring in some deep creative thinking. Not only will you have strength, but you'll have deep creativity and deep thinking and creativity to help you navigate through this. For card number 2 is something this lunar energy wants me to leave behind is the Six of Cups. So maybe you'll be having to say goodbye to a childhood home, living with friends, moving on from having a community to being on your own. Maybe you're going from living in a townhouse to a home, or an apartment to a townhouse, and now you have, changing communities, which, is something that you'll have to leave behind. Not yeah, letting go of the memories and everything else like that, that you have had, all of the celebrations and everything you've had where you lived, moving on to a new place is exciting, but it also has a bit of grievance and nostalgia to it. Um, yeah, it's important to recover and deal with old memories. There could be some of you that don't celebrate the holidays, and with holidays coming up, you've had to leave behind some family and whatnot, and stand your ground. So if you do, I'm proud of you for creating those boundaries and following your own internal moral compass and values. Because values is the most important thing towards our happiness that I've learned through the ACT program with my own therapist. So it was 11:11 on the clock. Maybe they're using that as a guidance, or maybe the video, there may be a message for you. I did 11:11 reading not long ago for the spiritual cosmic gate opening. Maybe we have to leave behind some negative memories from your family, and you're moving on to make your own family. And yeah, some of you are afraid to start your own family, but you can choose your own family with friends and support team, and they just want you to leave. You're gonna have to learn to let go, and that's the biggest thing. They want you to learn to let go. So what are you leaving behind is that you need to let go of, the memories and the solid foundation you made here and start anew. Number 3 is how do I release what is no longer needed? So for that, we have card number 21, and this is for like following your spirit guides and whatnot, and your guardian angel. I know that's what it is. I'm gonna read it from the thing as well. Ivy is also an everlasting, is symbolism for everlasting. So they want you to know that your guides are always there, everlastingly watching out for you, and the universe is, everlasting love and support for you. So I got that message as well. The Stone Guardian, support, faith, and vulnerability. Each of us is a child of someone. As adults, however successful, important, or busy we are, from time to time, everyone needs support, guidance, and protection. This card suggests that there is a sense of vulnerability about you. It is important to know that your spiritual guides are never far away, and that even though these higher beings are not physical, you are never alone as they stand behind you, supporting your every move and decision. Do not confuse faith with religion. Rather, faith is having strength to believe that there is a force greater than ourselves, ready to help us through difficult periods. Your protector may be an earthbound angel. Therefore, do not be afraid to talk to someone close if you need advice. It may be a friend or a relative. You will be surprised at where support comes from at this time. Now, if you have toxic family members, it doesn't mean go talk to them. They may help you, like if you know for sure, don't go back to toxic situations. It's talking about your chosen family and your chosen support system. If they don't support you, they're not your support system. So card number 4 is the message from our shadow self, and our shadow self is the parts of ourselves that we don't show very often. So some people like to try and hide the fact that they've done wrong, and they've done bad things and made mistakes, and they try to hide that and try to only present themselves as being good, and others are hard on themselves and they only be like, oh, I'm a terrible person, I can't do anything right, you know, which is the ego too. But at the same time, it's also, you know, the parts that you don't present yourself, that you're beautiful, talented, stuff like that, things that you are your hidden talents you keep hidden, and that's your shadow self, or you keep that you don't want well for others. You know, not everyone is a healed person, and hurt people. So I'm not here to judge, just letting you know that there are different sides of the shadow self, and everyone needs to work on it as we're a work in progress. Card number 17 is, I said this before in another reading, maybe check other sign placements to see if there's other messages in there for you. With 17, I always get the image of her having that over her head, is that she's trying, most people when they're trying to protect their crown chakra, they'll use veils and stuff like that, like prophets of old time. And with your psychic abilities, maybe you feeling lately that you need more protection of your crown area. So you're wearing hoodies or you're wrapping blankets around your head and stuff like that, and you just feel like you need to do it, and you're like, why am I so bundled like this? You're intuitively trying to protect your crown chakra from overwhelming energies. And number 17, the mirror of truth. There is a great determination and focus about you. You have set your sights on a goal and you are determined that you will reach it. You are focused and ready for a new challenge. Nothing at this time will stand in your way. This newfound inner strength, does that mean strength? This newfound inner strength is empowering. You can feel the energy within you. The future looks bright, and there is a feeling of wanting more from life. This card suggests that it is just the beginning of your journey. Imagine how much more you can achieve if you stay focused. It is important not to be distracted at this time, as the more you focus, the quicker you will reach your goals. How's this the message from your inner shadow side? Number 5 is card number 5, unity. So maybe 5 sequences of 5s have been important to you recently. You can look that up if you, the numerology online. Joanne Scribes is pretty good. Unity, which I think is the death card in the traditional deck. I'm not quite too sure. Doing the right thing for the right reasons, and possibly because that death card inside of the traditional deck talks about transformation and starting new things and doing things for the right reasons. So doing the right thing for the right reasons. So make sure to consult yourself. Make sure you're not compromising your own feelings for others, and make sure that you're not being guided by your trauma and you're being guided by your intuition. Compare traditional versus new approach to see which works for you, a spiritual-minded community. So how to illuminate your future is to put more work into doing the right thing for the right reasons for yourself and not for others, and to compare traditional versus new approaches with your craft, whether it be actual craft or spiritual craft, and finding others who just, find your unique, uh, intriguing. You'll find you'll find their uniqueness important too. And that's how you'll illuminate your future, is by bringing around more people who are like minded and will be your support system. Number 6 is what good fortune is coming to our water signs way. And now that we have 6 of winter, which is 6 of swords in the traditional deck, and it usually means moving on and getting away from whatever's happened in the past, the like negativity in the past, and moving on to a better future. So what positive what good fortune comes this way? And it says positive changes are on the way, a welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating. So like I said, some of you may be moving. What good fortune is coming? The success of moving from one location to another. And you're gonna have to let go of the nostalgia and the familiarity of your own home that you have made at this time for yourself. You can do that all over again. You'll have new memories and new favorite spots and in the house, and new ways to set up everything, and rearrange. And it's like, he's guiding his way, and you can see in the background there's more light, more community. So even though you're leaving behind the community behind, you'll be making a new one. So that's good fortune that's coming our way for our water signs. They want to let me know that I was very analogy based on moving. Now it could be different for everyone else. You could be moving on from one relationship to another, and you're being caught up in like nostalgia of what relationship used to be like, and how it used to be, and you're afraid to move on to the next relationship because you're like, maybe it won't, I maybe some of you feel like you don't deserve new love, or you're not sure whether or not you're ready. You have to let go of the past memories, whether they're good or bad, and move on. Or a new job, right? Moving on from one job place to another, and you're gonna have to let go of all those memories and your cool coworkers that you totally get excited about when it's their day and when you work shifts together. Well, now you're going to make new friends at the new place for you to work, and it's going to have, a new community that you can be a part of. And they just wanted me to put that out there because I didn't want it to be only heavy front on the moving. Like, you're like, I just moved. I'm a water sign. I just relocated. I don't want to go anywhere. Then there's some signs there for you as well. Or maybe you're moving on from, not having healthy habit decisions to moving on and having healthy habit decisions, and missing the good old days when you could like eat whatever you want, but it was compromising your strength and your energy. So now you're moving on from that. And that you'll have your creativity as well. Like, make sure that you're using your creativity. And deep thinking. I'm getting an IOU, so maybe someone owes you money that's coming in. And then maybe that's why you got it, like, or someone owes you money and you need to cut them off. You need to let go of the nostalgia of having them, because they just, whether it's money or energy, and they just don't reciprocate back, then maybe that's what the card of needing to let go is, the good memories. You know, not everyone is going to stay as you remember them. You know, they change. If they change for the bad, let them go. Or maybe someone just IOU because someone owes you time together, or you know, stuff like that. Like you know, you got someone once we're supposed to hang out and then they like canceled or something, and they're like, I owe you. No, if they canceled a lot, it's not like something, you know, that can be easily forgiven. Don't just be like, oh, they owe me, and like it's okay now. I know with water signs it's very easy to be like, they're a nice person, but you know, if they're owing you too much of your energy or money, and it's just, you gotta let go of the good times and move on for yourself. I owe you love. Yeah. I owe you the heart. We have the zoo. Maybe someone's going to the zoo. Maybe someone's really into like sci-fi stuff, because I'm getting the there's only Zool. I'm getting that. Maybe you're watching the movie at the time, or maybe just a whole bunch of nerds. Are super cool. I love nerds and nerdy things and space and stuff like that. So I have 9 and 0 here, so maybe those are important to you. It could be the house you're moving into, or you know, or 60. Maybe this is the amount of money people owing you. You know, I got the word quiet. Maybe you've been needing some quiet, and maybe that's why you're moving, is you're hoping to get some more silence around, because it's been feeling like you're living in a zoo. I got quote. So someone's waiting on a quote, whether it's their house or the car, stuff like that. You're waiting on a quote on how much something's going to cost. Or it could be a quote because of the is only Zool. There is only Zool, because it's a quote. Either way. Yeah, I know, I'm a big nerd. Got the word Josie. Zip. So maybe you're moving a zip code. Yeah, I just seen a lot of moving and moving on from one thing to another, depending on your situation, whether that's relationship, job, one car to another, or one home to another. That's all I have there from your letters and emojis and everything. I hope you enjoyed the insight from the tarot reading. If you enjoyed, please give it a like, and if you comment for any other kinds of videos you'd like to see in the future, as well as subscribe, so when those videos come out, you may see them. All right, happy full moon, and until my next video, all right, bye.